This is a great system for growing plants indoors. All it is a 5-shelf rack. You can usually find these at Walmart or Target or any hardware store, Lowe's, Home Depot. And you can put in as many racks, many shelves as you want. We only went with 4 on this model to give more space for each shelf. And they range from maybe $50 to $150 depending on how sturdy you want it to be. So you really just have to think about how much weight you're going to be placing on the shelves, whether you need sturdier, stiffer metals, or you can go with something that's possibly even plastic. So we went with a black, sturdier model, and this is in my wife's biology classroom, where she uses it to grow plants and just hold lab materials that might need light. And so I'll go over some of the basic components. Okay, the most important thing, of course, is some type of lighting system for your plants that will give them the right intensity and amount of light they need for growth. And that's pretty simple too and inexpensive. You can get single or double bulb, or even they have you can get fluorescent tube lighting that can have like anywhere from 4, 8, 16 lights. That's really a lot of options there, but the cheapest is a 2-bulb fluorescent lighting like you'd hang in a garage, and you can get that also at the department stores for around $10 to $20. And it usually comes with chain hardware, which can easily be hung from these metal racks with a hook and chain system. And that also lets you adjust it, just like because the chain is linked, you can adjust it to get it closer or farther away from the plants to give them different intensities. Another important component is some sort of timing device. For this, we just went with a cheap, this might have been $10 timer, also from any department store, that will allow you to plug in your light and set the time for anywhere from maybe 6 hours a day to up to 24 hours a day, any time in between. That allows you to adjust the duration of the lighting, which will oftentimes make up for lower intensity lighting. 6 hours of direct sunlight, for example, you might get the same growth out of a plant if you set the timer for 18 hours of low intensity fluorescent lighting. So that makes a big difference. And also you don't have to worry about turning the light on and off even when you're on vacation. So what can you grow on this stand? All types of different things. You're not going to be able to grow really high intensity plants that need really high intensity light, like tomatoes or corn, unless you really get some expensive lighting. But anything like herbs or most house plants, I'd recommend philodendrons, aloe plants. You just have to look around for what plants you like, and maybe look them up and see if they're able to grow under lights. But even like some vegetables can be grown under these lights, especially if you do certain things. Here's a system that she is going to use to increase the humidity. It's just basically a little miniature greenhouse that she's going to try to grow some carnivorous plants like Venus flytraps for a classroom. This is I think it's like a peace lily type plant that we just started, and we don't really have too much on here now because this is actually Monday, and 2 days will be the first day of classes, so she'll probably start some seeds or plants. But yeah, you can grow almost anything. If you need higher intensity for your plants, if they look like they're not getting enough light, all you do is move the lights closer. You can almost put them an inch away from the leaves. That really increases the intensity of the light And the other option is, like I said earlier, you can keep the lights on for longer, and you really just have to play around with those two options and see which works best for you. And of course, you know, we could put multiple lights. We could put 2, so 4 bulbs on each upper rack, and we could also put another row of lights on the second rack and again on the third, so you can see how you can get a lot of plants going. And this is also a great way to start seedlings in the spring. So that's my video. I hope I haven't left anything out, but I think it's pretty straightforward. But if you do have any questions, feel free to contact me or leave a comment below. Thank you.